So I made these red velvet crinkle cookies and a friend online saw them and was like, "Do you ship? I want some." And I was like, "Here's a recipe, I promise you can make it super easy." And she was like, "But please." So I was like, "Okay, so let's make these red velvet cookies for her." First, let me start out by saying I'm not a lady baker, I'm just a lady who likes to bake. So if you're like me and you might be intimidated at the thought of baking, I promise you this recipe is super simple and doable. On the recipe online, it says to whisk together all the dry ingredients, but make sure that you leave out the granulated sugar and also set aside the powdered sugar for later on. So you're gonna cream the butter and sugar together for like 3 minutes and then add in the eggs one at a time until you get a smooth mixture. And then you're going to add in the milk, vanilla, and food coloring. Now I ended up doing a little bit of food coloring at a time because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need for this. The recipe says 5 teaspoons, but this one was gel, so I ended up only needing 4 teaspoons of food coloring. So when that's all mixed together, this is when you're going to add in those dry ingredients that you set aside earlier, minus the powdered sugar. So I did this in sections. I would add a little bit and then mix it up and then add some more until you form a nice dough that looks kind of like this. And then you're going to cover this up in plastic and you can chill for an hour and 30 minutes, but I let mine sit overnight. Okay, it's the next morning, so I'm going to take my dough out of the fridge. Then we're going to take some powdered sugar and put it in a small bowl and line our pans with parchment paper. You can go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I also buttered my hands, and using an ice cream scoop, we're going to go ahead and form our cookie dough balls. This recipe makes a lot of cookies, but I decided we're going to ship over 16 of them to my friend Sophia. So right now I'm rolling the dough in powdered sugar and making sure that they're well coated. Then I'm going to press down on the pan until they're slightly flattened, and then pop these in the oven for 13 minutes. And then when you take them out, you can just let them cool on the pan, or you can eat them while they're warm. Guys, look how pretty these cookies came out, and they taste just as good as they look. This is the third time I'm making them because everyone in the house is in love with them. I made a couple extra for us to enjoy at home, and I let Sophia's cookies cool completely before packing them and shipping them out to her. I really hope she likes them, and thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time!